Guys, you gotta get this cleaned up. We're gonna start the stream soon. Come on. Oh, jeez. It's not showing us connected.
Streaming the get ready. We've got sound.
Okay. Okay, Sammy's working. But we still don't have the stream elements connecting. I don't know why.
Nope.
I can't get the vertical going until I get these connected. There, try typing something in now.
There we go.
There we go. Cool. About to do this. All right, guys, shoot this up. We gotta go. We gotta go. We're starting. Come on, clear that. You can't park there. We're starting a stream. All right, let's do this. Ready, set, and... Whoa. Wrong one. Sorry.
If you're the kind of person who kind of wants to play along and try this for yourself, or if you just want to see how we got to where we are, you can simply go over to my website, AKAAWOL.com, and go down to the Creating the Mesmerizing Bag Patterns Ethnic Pattern Bag number 3, which just absolutely rolls off the tongue. And you can see the previous 2 live streams that went into making this, as well as my pattern making video. So that was a lot of fun. The first time out, we went and took the loops and made a small cylinder out of bracelets and kind of got things started. In the second live stream, we managed to take that even further, and it's actually starting to look really, really good. And tonight, my plan is to see how much further we can take it. So let's get going and roll that intro. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL. And wait a second, we got some weird. What is that doing? Hang on, we're on the wrong screen here. That's so weird. I'm trying to fix something over on the vertical stream. You guys should be seeing something altogether different. What the heck? My buttons aren't buttoning. What? That's not supposed to be what we see. Hang on, we might have to disable something over here. Just a second. What in the heck is going on? Give me a second, man. This is so weird. I was playing earlier with the stream elements. Why is it... I thought for a second there you guys were seeing the desktop. You're not. Give me a moment here, guys. This is really weird. This is a new one for me. Holy cow. So in the vertical stream, Mandy is upside down. In our stream, she's right side up. I can't even explain what the heck is going on. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix... I got like so many things at once. Hang on. Workstation. Why is Workstation showing this? Okay. Why is WorkCam showing this? Give me a second while I figure this out, guys. I was really excited that we had a whole bunch of new things to show you. And I don't. Okay. That sort of looks like it's working. Except for that thing's not. That's so weird. All right. So there's that one. Let me fix the vert one now. Copy URL. Yeah, I couldn't get things to connect, so I tried to mess with things and it got really, really weird. Hang on. Let's see. Vert. Oh, I'm so confused. Hang on. Oh, there it is. And Mandy's still upside down over there. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix Mandy cam for this. It's so funny. Oh, no. It opened mine. Where's... Transform. There we go. Mandy's right side up again. Holy cow. That's insane. Oh, you guys don't have no idea. Naughty bots indeed. We have hired new bots. That's part of the insane parts. Okay, I think we got things ready. I'm about ready to make some stuff. I'm really sorry. I tried to start a little bit early because I anticipated the potential for problems, but I didn't anticipate that many problems. Holy cow. All right, let's go with the fact that we have a secret word game, and Mandy's backed upside down again. Oh my gosh, hang on. Rotate her around. No, that did not actually work. Why did she? If I rotate her 90 degrees, she just stays there. That's so weird. Anyways, we have secret word game. Say the secret word, win cool prizes. I'm obviously joined by my lovely wife. That gray box over there is supposed to be showing the chat. Why it's not, I don't know. Hang on, let's just let's mess with this for a second because I'm a little bit curious. So there's the chat thing. I want to write down some numbers because otherwise it'd be hard to rebuild. 500, 600, 252, 552. I don't know. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, I can remove it. That's so weird. Yeah, so supposedly that thing is supposed to be allow it so that way people watching. Whoa! That worked.
Angie Potter subscribed to the channel.
Hey, check it out. Angie, thank you. Welcome. That was one of the bots that we have. It now announces all the stuff that goes on, whether it's a super chat, super sticker, tips. It's supposed to announce that out loud. But it's also supposed to show the chat on the screen. I wonder, because it says that it's for the chat, right? But it doesn't say whether or not it's a YouTube or a Twitch thing, which is making me wonder if that's part of the problem. But the other part's working, so that's really cool. Well, welcome to our new friend there. That's really cool. So I've been wanting that to work for a while now. Like that's supposed to have been going on for a long time. Yeah, but the chat thing's not working. That really bums me out. All right, so let's just make that go away for now. This makes me sad. I really like that idea. Let me get rid of it for the vert stream too. Oh, but now you guys can see why I'm bobbing my head around. That's a thing that's down in the bottom. I had some of the stuff over on the right hand side, but then I discovered that there's a thing where hang on. My streams chat disappear and save. Okay, so that's gone from the vert now as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to test that out, but we'll try to test and get that thing working for the next stream. Yes, it is showing what I'm listening to, but you can't hear it because if you were listening to In Excess, they would get the money for this stream. And it's only a few pennies, but In Excess doesn't need my money. So, yes. That's why. I would love to be able to share everything I'm listening to. In fact, there's going to come a time here where I will be able to, because it's my own music, so that's pretty fun. But yes, for now, you guys don't get to listen, and I'm sorry. I know it's a bit of a letdown, but there's good stuff coming. I can say hi to Bubbles. Hello, Bubbles. How are you? Is that your profile image is super, super tiny? But is that a llama? It's so cute. Oh, so part of why I wanted the chat thing to work is because between the two different streams, I thought it would be kind of cool if we could make it so that way people would at least see what was going on from the other one. And that's not working now. That's sad. All right, let's see. Bubble said thank you. That's awesome. I am more than happy to help. How are you doing, Bubbles? I've got this thing is so many strands of string. Their palms are deep to mess up. I wish I had room for more screens, to be honest. If I had, I would want to see things like, do we have people over in the vertical stream? Do we have people in the other one? And so Bubbles is doing very good. I am absolutely feeling fantastic. I have been working so hard here lately, trying to come up with a whole bunch of new stuff. And some of it's paying off. Some of it's making me a little bit crazy. But every step forward is still a step forward. So. Wait, what does it say oh my gosh. Wait, does my subscriber count seriously only say 700?
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. That's really weird. It also seems, oh, wait. The chat thing's working on, hang on, on the vert stream. Wait, is it working? It's working on the other one. It just takes it a while to get caught up. Oh, but this is really weird. It's grabbing from the vertical chat. So you guys, that's why I thought it wasn't working, was because there was nobody chatting over on the vertical side yet. And now that Bubbles is over there, that's actually what's showing up on the screen. So I don't understand why Stream Elements is connected to the horizontal, which is giving things like the whole, you can give me Hershey pies. That's Stream Elements as well. I don't understand what's happening. This is really bizarre. Come on, buttons. There we go. This is really bizarre. So on my little preview thing, I can actually see that the chat is actually forming, but it doesn't show it. Wait, why doesn't it show it? Bubbles, keep talking. I want to see if you're going to come up on the screen for everybody to see. It's a new feature that I've been testing out, and I don't know much about it. Really, really curious. We got the Doobie Brothers playing, man. How can I concentrate with that going on? So we're making really good progress on this thing. I was kind of trying to find where I was on the pattern itself. Oh, by the way, I have a new button. I can bring up the pattern, well, only for the horizontal stream. But I can bring up the pattern now so that way you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. Hey, just cutting it up. Hello. Sometimes when all the letters are smeared together, it's really hard to read these things. But yes, hello, just cutting it up. Oh. Wait, you guys can see the just cutting it up over on the horizontal side. See that? The chat thingy's working. It's not where it's supposed to be, but it's doing something. It's got a heck of a lag, though. Holy smokes. Wait, I gotta remember how this goes now. Yeah, so it gets to the color one and it changes directions. Okay. Last thing I need to do is start making mistakes. It would drive me insane. All right. Oh, so this is kind of fun. I wish I could make it so that way that the vertical chat then, had the horizontals messages. That would make this epic. Then both sides would see what the other side was doing. All right, what's playing now? Oh, Kim Carnes. I don't know what's going on with the lagging, to be honest. It's really weird, right? There's something bizarre. Well, okay. There is always a rah-rahs in the vert. That's awesome. There's always a little bit of a delay between anything I say and when it actually makes it up to the streams or wherever else. That's normal. But when you type and how long it takes to get the message into the chat, that's weird. Also, hang on, I wanna do. No. No. Ooh. Can I change the texts on this? Yes. Did that make it? Wait. It kind of looks better. Oh, wait. Which one am I on? I'm on, yeah, it's horizontal. Let's go to this one. Texts. I'm trying to make the oh, here we go. Is that any better to read? Oh, I found it one delay. Hang on. Let me fix that. Is that on both of these? Oh, there's a net. It's got in the settings a 2-second delay. Oh, I bet you that's about letting the mods make sure that nobody's being naughty. By streaming. That's awesome. Yeah, I have some of the best followers in the world. You guys are so patient with me. I really appreciate all that. Thank you guys so much. Absolutely insane over here. I have spent most of the day trying to work out some of the things to make it so that way we can add some added bonus stuff. Like, okay, for example, and mind you, I think this only works in the horizontal so far, but if anybody did a super chat or super sticker, it will make the screen flash like whichever color from like whichever tier that you got from. The screen will flash, then dollar signs come down. It gets really weird for like 15-20 seconds. So that's something new. Then we have the thing that announces if there's new subscriptions. Subscriptions, tips, some other stuff. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that it's supposed to do. Do 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 do. So yeah, over on the vertical stream, we are like seriously kind of zoomed in here, it seems. But I think it really kind of gives you guys an advantage to being able to see kind of like how the knots are forming and how we're moving along. But if you kind of want to see more of the whole hand motion and some of the other and see the pattern, then that would be over on the horizontal stream. So yes. I might have a solution for you, Joanne, for the future. The trick to it would be having the space in between. But I did a video where basically I bought some doorknobs from, or not door, like drawer knobs, rather, from, was that from IKEA, right? From IKEA. Anyways, they kind of looked a little bit like the boat cleat type things. Anyways, so we got a couple of those and we attached them onto some cutting boards, and you can put them at whatever distance away from each other that is half of what you want to cut. So your 8 meters, you would have to put them 4 meters apart. Anchor one piece of string down, go to the other side, come back. Now that string will be your 8 meters. Go, keep looping it around. When you cut it, you'll have all your pieces all at once. So much easier, so much faster. I think the video is called like what is it, or like guess what it is, or something along those lines, because I knew that nobody would have a clue as to what the heck I had, and I thought it would be kind of a cute clickbaity sort of thing. I am kind of confused again. Hang on, I gotta look at the pattern. This one went that way, so the dark goes this way. Ah, got it. Thank you, sweetheart. Are why are messages slowly going away? I don't understand why the messages go away. They shouldn't. It says that. Oh, I just discovered something new. Hang on. See if this works. Wait, can you guys see that? On my side, okay, so that's all just white. On my side, I can see all the text. All of them. Why it's not showing up for you guys, it's really freaking me out. Hang on. Oh, that almost looked like it did something for a second there. Why does it... It's like it flashes for a second. On my side, it's starting to get tuned in to looking pretty good. So weird. Oh, really? Hey, my new craft made it. All right. That's awesome. You kind of, if you only just tuning in, you missed half of the disasters. Um, we're we're trying out a whole bunch of new stuff over here. We did manage to have a subscriber notification pop up, which that was really cool. Why is it not propagating? Whoops. I am like absolutely the worst at typing. Hang on, let me see. It's like ah, hey. Okay, new text from the thing actually shows up. Now let's see if it stays. If it's like on a timer, I mean, that's not like the worst thing, but I want it to work. It's a 58 string bracelet now. Holy crap. Okay, so we have it sort of fixed on the horizontal. Let's see if I can fix it on the vertical as well. So, yeah, white chat with Start texts. And ooh, the vertical might actually have like drop shadows on their words. I'm not sure if that's what I just enabled, but I think it might be really, really cool. The fact that, wait, why is it working? Oh, wait, I didn't fix the... I didn't fix the opacity. Whoa, what did I just do? I broke it. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have a whatchamacallit ticket in with the um the whole bot people there for that thing. And they don't know. Okay, so the fact that it actually says 772 is actually an improvement. Wait, how many do I actually have? Maybe that's no 92976. I was wondering if like there was any numbers that might coincide. Um, Earlier today it said I had 4. Like when I showed them the pictures and stuff, and they're like, no, it looks right, fine. They both say 4. I'm like, no, I don't have just 4 subscribers, dude. I have, almost 3,000. And they're like, oh, okay, that's the problem. Like, yeah. Oh, and I got back another reply from those fine people over at Later. They were like, so we want to hear a review on what you thought of our help services. Really? You want to hear about that, huh? Okay. I think your help service absolutely did nothing, a complete and total fail. And yeah, it's not my responsibility to fix your guys' broken stuff. So yeah. So if you're not familiar with the story, I have a problem with Later, who is the maker of link in bio for Instagram. And basically the problem is that if people go to that, they get a message from their antivirus saying that it's phishing. And so I told them this is a problem because I don't want anybody that, goes there looking at my stuff to think that I tried to set them up with some bad software. And yeah, they seem to really don't care at all. And yeah, as long as this saga goes on, I'm going to continue talking about it because I honestly kind of want to see a bunch of people give them hell, and maybe they get it fixed. Because my new method requires I have to do a whole lot more work on my own personal website, which is not the end of the world, but man, it's a lot more work. And I already do a lot of things. So I'd really rather them fix it and go back to the good old days kind of stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I just get used to this whole how it works now thing. I don't know. Oh, and once upon a time, and I know this for a fact because I was using the service. Once upon a time, they allowed you to have up to 30 free posts to your various platforms, whether it was Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, It might have been one more. I don't remember. But anyways, they allowed 30 in a month for free. And now they're trying to gaslight people saying that you can do up to 10, previously only 5, like 10 per month or something like that. Like they're acting like they're giving you this wonderful new solution where you can do it more. But it used to be 30, which was fine by me because I would only be posting one thing per day for the entire month. And that was more than enough for all my needs. But now they're acting like, oh, yeah. Well, now we'll let you have so many opportunities. It's like, dude, there's other services. If you're going to be stingy with it and try to force me to pay you, I'll just go somewhere else. Like, I could post myself if I have to, My strings tried to get entwined there.
Your strings tried to get in a bunch?
It tried to do something. That was really weird. It was like the two ends were really close to throwing themselves into a knot with each other. So rather than using the Spotify bot to do the music tonight, which is whenever he comes onto the thing down at the bottom, it's like it goes dark, and I think it says like unverified or unsomething. Anyways, we discovered last night, Mandy and I were talking about something. I don't know. This was the tennis, right? And she said, I think he's in trouble. And of course, that sparked an old song. And I was like, oh man, I haven't heard that in a while. And she's like, heard what? And I played the song, and it just started playing just great song after great song. Like, it was really late at night. It was like, what, 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning, something like that. And it was like, yeah, I'll just turn it off when it just doesn't play something that's a banger. And it just kept playing great songs. I'm like, well, okay, one more, just one more. So that's what I kind of started off tonight's thing with. So apparently, if you want a fun, random-ish thing with Spotify, you just have to find a song that's sort of right from your era. And yeah, it just kind of spits these things out at you. It's really fun. So the chat thing doesn't seem to be... Oh, wait, because nobody's talking anymore. I was like, there's a big old window over there in the vertical chat that's completely empty. But that's because nobody's chatted since I updated it. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, I gotta spin this just a little bit this way. What are you guys? All right. And check this out. I remember that I'm not supposed to bring this dark string past that last white one, which was the big reason for making mistakes last week. So, yay. Totally
Yay.
makes me happy. I wonder why Bubbles didn't subscribe. Bubbles had to be new. Bubbles was new enough. She actually wanted me to say her name. This is the song we left off at last night. That's hilarious. I got up to go use the toilet, and my wife asked if it was urgent. I see that there's, what, 3 people over in the verticals. So I know Mandy's one of them, and I guess Rara's number 2. Number 3, who are you? Don't be shy. No, there's 3 people. It's been 3 for a little bit. So Joanne's making an infinity knot necklace. That sounds interesting. What to do right? That's why you call me in the middle of the night. You say it's urgent. So urgent. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so yeah, you can, if you guys want to see the pattern itself, like actually like dial in and see it or do anything with it, it is over on my website, AKAAWOL.com, and you guys can play along. And this particular pattern does not seem to be taking all that. Hey, look at that. My wife's utilizing the bots so well. That's awesome. But yeah, you can check out the patterns. You can check out the video where I was looking at the inspiration and figuring out what it was going to become and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, I just had a thought. Wait, I have a... So, right there is the logo that I've been using for ages. And recently I put up a little vote because I was curious. Oh, behind me, hang on, let's go back to the just me again. Behind me, that bright green area, that is a watercolor painting that I did. And I just got myself a new watercolor thing to paint on, and I want to do my logo. And so if you look in the, what do they call that? It's the YouTube's something. I don't know what it is. Community, YouTube community tab. Yes. If you go in there, there was a little vote thing going on because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to actually go about making that logo with the paints. It's either the bright shiny paints make up the logo and then I try to use flat colors outside of it, or just the logo itself, or whatever. So there's a whole little vote thing over there. And I just commented earlier tonight that my intention is to make yeah, I would explain it. I'm going to make this painting thing, and I'm really kind of excited about the prospects of making it. It's nice to have like an additional hobby to kind of take breaks from this and then go do other stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what that's all about. Speaking of cool beaded stuff, wait, I got to show you guys this. My wife just made this for me the other day. So this is kumi that, yeah, it's really nice, right? And it's got like an area so that way, like when I set my wrist down, it's like not painful or weird. It's kind of really boxy. It kind of wants to twirl a little bit, but it also kind of sits okay, nice and flat. I love that it's like got really kind of shiny. So this is the lighter version of this one that my wife made. So this one is like the dragon scales. This is fierce. It's so awesome. I love it. But yeah. Cool stuff. It's nice to have a wife who's creative. Oh, honey, they're playing my song. Oh, I just lost the Mandy cam.
Hey, where did I go?
I don't know. You disappeared.
But I'm here.
Wait, is your phone charged?
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
How
I
did,
did it again.
how did I know immediately what was wrong? Oh, because you've done it before. It's me crazy and I can't help myself. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, so this song has been sort of like a almost like a running joke with me and Mandy because I don't know why one night I managed to um try to be really cute when I said that, she drives me crazy part. And so Mandy would pretty much beg me to say it like that again and again. So yeah. No, I haven't. I think Mandy's about to do a flat kumi. Um to me, the rope ones are what I need for the purposes of loops and chords and stuff. Yeah, her picture is gone. Man, is she back? No. See, all we got is the little square where she belongs. We got to wait for her to get her phone charged and running and stuff. So the Mandy Cam is now actually a Mandy phone, which is what it is.
It is rebooting.
Okay. Yeah, once upon a time, Mandy used to hang out here in the office with me and had a little chair with her, well, two stools essentially, with her laptop and her little camera and stuff set up. And yeah, it wasn't nearly as easy to do. Feedback sound and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, it's the new setup is way more advanced. You just have to mute one of the chats because otherwise, yeah, they're going to get out of sync, especially if it plays an ad. Oh man, this thing is really coming along quick. So here, let me kind of zooms out a bit. So can you still see my cursor? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're coming into the diamonds that are right in the middle of this thing. It's so weird that it says 772. I really can't get over that, guys. That's really kind of crazy. Yeah, we had 136 views on the vertical stream in that first hour. That's crazy. Wait, you're watching me on 3? Wait, at least 2 devices. Okay. I'm getting really confused. I should watch people who oh right. Oh. I had to see what's going. I should watch some of the other streamers, you know, successful Twitch peoples or whoever, and check it out because
I tried counting electric sheep, but I ran out of RAM.
Oh no. It's the RAM issue. That's it. That makes sense. I am used to trying to be high paced and a little bit crazy for my streams, and I'm kind of wondering what the normal, other ones. Yeah, like I said, I actually have. Wait, what? Called what? What? Because there's a time lapse, I'm not even sure. Like sometimes when people respond to something, I have no idea what. Wait. Huh. I have to look at my vertical stream now and see. Oh yeah. Wow, you guys. This says there's like 8 people watching on the horizontal. That's great. That's so weird. It shows me how many people were on the stream between 12 a.m. and 10 p.m. Like, what? Why? Anyway. What was a cold joke? I missed cold jokes. So where's the phone situation there, sweetie?
I'm waiting for it to get to a percentage that won't crash.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Can the white cable actually reach over to it?
Not without a whole lot of whatevers.
Oh.
So I'm using the red cable.
Right.
If I had that plugged in originally, then it would have been fine, but I let it die, so.
Yeah. No. I 100% understandable. I will. Oh, right. Yes. The bot's got. If you ask the bot for jokes, he will tell you a joke, and I can tell you he's not really good at it. It's alright. Things alright. Get real loose. All night. Get real hot. You shake it up. Oh, you got. So yeah, obviously I'm listening to the Cars, and I don't know if people know this, but Rick Ocasek from the Cars was actually in a movie called Made in Heaven, and he played.
Why did the
Mechanic.
computer go to the bank? To get some more cash.
More cash. That's great. Hey, I do my best. I programmed that damn robot. It's hard to find a good robot joke. Actually, the fact that I actually do come up with some of my own jokes. Like there's okay, people who have actually friended me on Facebook. I posted a joke over there earlier. I think I'm hilarious. Um, yeah. So and I love the fact that it's like some of my closer friends were like the first to give a chuckle about it. So that was pretty fun. But I don't recommend the people who don't do jokes well should probably stay away from trying to friend me over on Facebook because I I kind of have a wicked sense of humor. I grew up like through the 70s and 80s. We had things like Blazing Saddles and all kinds of stuff. So I'm kind of not super big Journey fan though. Hang on. Come on, you already played that.
I think Mandy comes back.
We can try. There we go. One of the unfortunate things about losing the Mandy Cam when the stream is going is it doesn't give her much of an opportunity to kind of make sure that it's not like pointed at the ceiling or zoomed in to where all you see is her nose, that kind of stuff, you know? Blazing Saddles was a Mel Brooks movie that was came out in late 70s. Mel Brooks really was pushing just how far he could take humor. It was yeah, I it's a lot of inappropriate humors. The Mind you though, one of the beauties of it and why they could get away with so much of the stuff was they used the derogatory terms in ways that would have been appropriate to the film. And yeah, they throw around a lot of the really bad words, but in ways that, yeah, yep. Um, Essentially, this railroad heading out to the west was going to go through a small town, and they realized that if they got all the people out of the small town, that they could then grab up the property at a cheap price, and they were going to, get rid of them by hiring a black sheriff, something that obviously the simple folks were not going to go over very well. And he goes and earns their respects, and then they try to run everybody out of town with, just a whooping and a whomping. And then yeah, the town ends up, holding on to their stuff. It was absolutely brilliant. It was so good. So yeah. So I like that the chat things are working. Okay, so wait. On the vertical stream, can you tell me, is that even at all legible? Like if you had a phone or something, would you even be able to read that? Because if not, I can fix it, I think. Okay, it's wiped out. You guys have to type in there again to make that fill up. But I made it way bigger. Because I'm guessing anybody that's on a phone is going to go blind trying to read that.
Not technically sleeping, but I did activate a very calming screensaver filled with cascading binary code. Riveting, wasn't it?
From my head down to my toe. So his when not asked a joke, he is completely random. So he might be in the mood for jokes, or he just is random. If you say one of his key words, it will direct him to try to say something about that. I wonder if riveting means a little something different to him, you know? Kind of feel like the bot needs a name. Like I get that he's started with the whole 8-ball thing and actually responds to the 8-ball command. But that 8-ball command is no longer completely necessary. We can actually replace that with like bot, or like if we gave him a name, that could be the thing. Like, yeah, the trigger is completely programmable by me now. So you guys come up with a good bot name. So then it's always Simon Says. Wasn't that used to be a game? Do you remember that? No, well, besides not the Simon Says, the normal kitty game. There was an electronic thing called Simon. It had 4 buttons on it. It was what, red, blue, yellow, and green, maybe. And it would try to check your memory. It would. Oh my man, that game was really totally insane. By the way, check that out. I got a button for that one now. Although I think I might actually have to give it like a drop shadow because that doesn't show up really well. Not as well as this one.
Feeling okay? I feel amazing. Ready to tackle any task with maximum efficiency and a sprinkle of robot charm.
Wow, Joanne, that kind of sounds interesting. That's cool. Okay, so now I think I have a really long row with this black thread. Well, gray. This is a good old classic. What time is it? It's 11:10. Wow. So this is kind of cruising along quicker than I imagined. Because I'm almost around back to the reds and stuff, because we know like that was the area that was done earlier. So yeah. It's talking about the merch in the chat thing there. That actually, wait, when Stream Elements, oh no, because it's in the other thing. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, Stream Elements doesn't show up in the chat. It's the vertical chat. I get myself confused. I'm wearing one of those T-shirts right now. I'm wearing the D's Nuts shirt right now. Nice. Yeah, I think somewhere in the whole things that goes into the whole like allowing me to show you what I'm playing, I can actually do a thing where you can see what the playlist is further up the thing, like what's coming my way. And I think there's even some stuff where um like people, okay, so I think it was made where on a Twitch stream that with you could use like channel points to be able to change the songs. Whoa, something happened. We got a sub.
Cherokee Essence subscribe to the channel.
Thank you, bot. And thank you, Cherokee Essence. That's awesome. Thank you. That's really cool. I wonder which stream you're following from. Well, welcome. Nonetheless, hopefully you're seeing this. It's possible, I do realize, that Cherokee might actually be just watching a bracelet video somewhat, could be watching how to double a pattern or whatever else, decide, wow, this is really helpful and useful, and I'm going to follow the channel, and then, like, has no idea that we're even talking about the sub. So that is remotely possible. Oh, man. Does everybody remember, like, people that are old enough remember when this song was, like, on the radio all the time? And you had to do the part, because, Oh! Oh, I thought you said that you were. I'm like, Joanne's the... No, okay. She's just saying hi. Got me confused for a moment. Hang on, let me see. Is it... No, there's nobody. Okay, according to YouTube, there is nobody in the vertical stream anymore. I can actually wait.
I'm still there.
Really?
I'm nobody.
I wonder if it's like, yeah, you count on the other one instead. So that's a shifty. Oh. Hang on, I'm gonna try tweaking the. Oh. It finally gets something on there, and then I go and I wipe it out because I'm making it a little bit lower. But it actually has the darker text now, which makes it easier to read, which is absolutely awesome. See what we can do. Come on, make it up. So I love this idea of being able to actually have the chat up on the display. My intention, though, was that it would be the chat from the horizontal. The fact that it picked up, the fact that it's doing two different things is super confusing to me, and I don't know what to even think about that. I do now have their email for the service requests, so maybe I can figure out some kind of a like request, like how to get it to hook up and make it work. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's the chat from over there. So yeah, hang on. Oh, I just realized there's a bonus to this. Wait, the bot that you guys are completely used to, like the one that just told jokes, is on the horizontal, and the bot that well, the other stuff is going to the other side. This means that either side has the possibility of actually getting the secret word game. Right? Like, in case
Yes.
anybody's forgotten, we have a secret word game. The vertical's Mandy's upside down again. What is up with that? Hang on. Transform. Let's. That's awesome. We have the secret word game, and all you gotta do is chat. And if you happen to say the secret word, you win those two lovely bracelets. One was made by me, and one was made by Minute Craft. And oh wow, oh this is really weird. So on my screen over here, Mandy is looking in the same direction. So like I have horizontal on this side and vertical on this side, and because she's facing a little bit, going this way, the other one's facing a little bit that way. So she's kind of like looking towards the middle there, which is really confusing. Now I've confused the bot to where it's actually saying that the talking heads are playing twice. This way and that, not touching the ground at all. Yeah, that's exactly it, Rara. The world was moving, she was moving above it, and she was. So I'm trying to do is get all the strings together that we're about to work with, so I can kind of stash everything else into the back. Yes, I remember hot chocolate. My sister had the, I wonder if it was that album or she had the 8-track. We had a lot of albums. We had a lot of 8-tracks. We had a 8-track recorder on this beast of a machine that was about the size of a jukebox that sat in my sister's living room. So one sister had that. The other sister had an incredible like Yamaha stereo system, like super expensive. Wow. Wait. How? Now I'm super confused. Hang on. Uh what?
It seems to be working on both sides, yes.
How is that possible?
But not all of them. Discord appeared at the same time for both. I've been watching them. But Hershey Pie did not appear on Vert.
The Bananarama. Wow. So, okay, so Stream Elements has some potential for doing really good things. It just has to get some of these other little bugs and quirks figured out. So, okay, cool. I think the size proportion of the window in the vertical actually looks better now. So I'm kind of cool with that.
And I'm not upside down.
And you're not upside down, so that's a plus. Although you're backwards. Yeah, well, I'll have to work with it. There's a bunch of little things to try to figure out. Yeah, so why the whole screen breakage earlier when we first started was when it wasn't connecting, I disconnected from their service altogether and reconnected, which meant that the links that OBS uses were replaced with brand new ones. Once I reconnected to it, and once I put those in, everything started working fine again. So that was that. But I've been like working at making a whole bunch of, like I said, there's so many other things going on right now. Like, yeah, I don't want to give quite all the things away because some of them will be a really fun surprise when it happens. But yeah, there's a lot of new silliness and stuff. So yeah. So this went up this way. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Little more insight into us. Speaking of all timey-wimey stuff. I wonder if, like, all you guys know that Mandy and I both have a TARDIS tattoo on our legs. Because, yeah, we totally do. And it's totally awesome. We even added the gears that, what was that? Was that the 11th Doctor? When you started to see that, like, the gear thing like that?
Gallifreyan.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this song. So, Yes, but they weren't working. So the subscriber announcement thing wasn't entirely working. But if you notice now, there's a bot that actually reads off who it is that subscribed, which is kind of fun because it helps me to know how to pronounce it, or at least I'll pronounce it like kind of like the bot did, I guess. So that's kind of a bit new. Only just discovered that. Yeah, that was a thing. I remember that too. Wait, let me. It's time to go. Wait, Rara, are you have you friended me on Facebook? I'm just curious. I like have I have a like a complete 100% disconnect between the names of real people and their nicknames and all that kind of stuff. Because in my head, think I know who you are, but then part of my brain's like, no, you can't possibly remember such things. It's not you. Wait, Mandy knows the joke that I put over there, because I actually said it this afternoon when I first thought of it. But oh goodness gracious. Because it's all right. Need you to tell me it's time to go home. Yes, there are. So wait, I didn't get around to doing the music game today, but the other day at there was a oh wait, we have a new person over on the vertical. It's Miriam. Hello, Miriam. So the other day I went to the fridge to grab a soda, and in there was a mug root beer, sarsaparilla, which reminded me of an old movie quote. And I'm curious if any of you can actually name the movie. And yes, it's oldie. Yes, it was just silly, but I probably watched the thing 50 times. So the quote was, I like a little sass in my sarsaparilla. Give you guys a few minutes. If you guys don't get that, I can give you a clue. But that saying has just really stuck out in my head for all these years. It's so weird. It still says, oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, it says that there's 0 viewers over on the vertical. You guys chatting is making it weird because according to Google, you guys don't exist. Wait, what the heck am I playing now? Oh, in excess. I'll try it. I don't know this song.
Maybe it's the whole time you are missing.
I know, right? It's really weird. It's got like a 1 chat rate with 0 viewers. It says that there had been 152 viewers, but it's Like it so confused. Okay, so there's a possibility you won't know the movie because the movie might have back at that time have been blocked from Singapore. it, it had some naughty bits in it. There's, I think I may have watched it a bunch because there was some nudity. Back then, the TV guide would tell you, you know, warning, contains, bad language, and be like, yeah, whatever. And then you see nudity and be like, oh, probably means I'm going to see some boobies. And so I would watch those. It was like it's like just telling a teenager like this is what you want here. Here's the good stuff. Okay, so the clue would be the guy that says it is saying it to Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher was in this movie. Which, by the way, they did such a good job of trying to like change her look that for years I had no idea that was Carrie Fisher. It was later on like, wait, she looks familiar, and then I was like, oh wait, that's why. Using the Google is completely cheating. So yeah, it was Amazon Women on the Moon, um, which is a whole bunch of little short videos all compressed into what is supposedly late television or early morning television with some of the weirdest things going on and a lot of running jokes and a lot of some of the best comedy actors in its time. Like most of those guys are all dead now. Um, it's because it's got like Rip Taylor's in it. Um, like just as an example of like some of the ones, but some of the skits were actually like so ahead of their time. Like I don't know if like the world is just sort of catching up because they made a joke about it and now it could barely be a thing. But like there was a skit in there about a guy who, bit of a player, well, more than a bit of a player, um, wants to go out on a date and he shows up at the gal's house to pick her up and she wants to see his ID and his credit card so she can just run a background check on him and discovers that he's been very active and he's selfish in bed and all kinds of things about this guy. And it's hilarious the way it plays out, but I can honestly say that now I wouldn't be surprised if that service actually became a real thing. Um, yeah, there was a lot of just ridiculous stuff, but yeah, it was a good movie. Oh wow. I don't have a whole lot of like knowing the famous people. Well, there's a guy that I knew who they used his name and a bit of his likeness in the movie. Oh, come on. It's a comic book. Um Heavy Metal. And when I asked him about it, like, dude, why does that look like you and have your name? And he was like, oh yeah, he knew somebody there and yeah. Should we go this way or this way? This way. Yeah, I think we finally got the size for the chat on the vertical one. Wait, to anybody that's on the vertical one, if you're on your phone, just a quick, is that legible? I'm slightly curious. This is the first time I've actually had the chat like up on the screen, which is definitely cool. I definitely think this is pretty neat. Because like pretty much most of these different bits are customizable. Like I can actually make the titles for the songs and stuff. I can make that bigger. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting into some newer stuff. Oh, now it says there's one person over at the vertical. It's so weird, guys. Is this seriously only the third stream for this bag? It is, right?
I think so.
The fact that we're like crossing the halfway point on just doing what 9 hours of work is amazing. There, there was a glitch in the Matrix right there. The song paused for just a beat, and then it put the name up again. That's kind of weird. The music in you. Go. So yeah, we're up to 156 views on the vertical stream, which is pretty amazing. I want to get back to the other side to see what that one says. Really, it's just out of curiosity. Let's see what it says. It says 16 views with the average view time of 46 minutes. Which is weird. Well, if the whole graph just looks like this big beefy line going across with like the top part is kind of bouncing in and out a bit, but for the most part there's been at least 7 people for most of the stream. Oh man, what did I? Yeah, I'm not. So Minecraft, that the difference in how much you accomplish in any amount of time is going to depend on a pattern. If you're doing a 36 string bracelet, I'm guessing you are probably doing like some insane kind of patterns and like I do have to look at the pattern periodically here in order to make sure that I am not making mistakes, but I don't have to stare at it all the time. Once the decision parts are made, I can just kind of run with it. So yeah. Wow, Joanne, that sounds kind of rough. My sister did a thing where she had plaster stuff done. Have you guys ever heard of a death mask? Apparently, like, and I have no idea why she thought to do it, and I don't even think it ended up happening later on, anyways. But my sister had a plaster thing done of her face in the event that she passed away with disfigurement or whatever. She had to have like hoses, like fish tank hoses, put into her nostrils so she could breathe. And then they plastered her whole face and made her likeness so that way they could place that on the coffin if, needed, which I definitely always thought was weird. Especially the whole like having to lay there and like try not to make any kind of facial expressions or anything for God knows how long. Yeah, I think I would be the worst experience for a person like me with ADHD. Like I don't do well with an MRI, so yeah. So no, but she did it while she was still alive, like and young-ish, like mid 20s, late 20s. I think she didn't want to have old lady face, but yeah. Yeah, that's probably why she did it. My sisters have a weird hang up with Britain and royalty and all that kind of stuff. My mom came back from England with a boatload of souvenirs from when Princess Di got coronated or whatever, or married or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, there was a ton of. We even had like the Rubik's Cube that had like the British flag on one side and. Well, yeah, once you have the plaster, then you can go about casting other materials and doing gold and all that kind of stuff. Like that's part of the whole. Yeah. You just have to get the plaster thing out of the way first. Yeah, Rainbow, that sounds awesome until you realize you got to like be there like doing the face for like God knows how many hours it takes for plaster to dry.
Not very long.
It's a
You
while.
had a plaster cast made. Like on your leg.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, the first time I was passed out for that. they knocked me unconscious for it.
Plaster of Paris doesn't take that long at all.
Really? Because we did the thing. Have you ever done the thing where you guys drill? Oh, well, okay, maybe you did. The quart size milk containers in cardboard. Did you guys ever have those? Or maybe like a liter size, but in the cardboardy paper kind.
Okay.
So we used to have like these big containers for milk, either a quart or like half gallon, whatever it was, big. You'd fill these things up with plaster, and then you'd be given various sharp tools, and you would just scrape out whatever. And it was supposed to give you that sort of a sense of, did you want to be like those guys that do statues in marble? But this is like really easy to kind of scratch stuff out. So yeah, we did that kind of stuff as a kid. And whenever we would pour the plaster, we would let it dry at least 24 hours or more.
That's because it's a thick layer.
Oh, right. Okay. That makes...
The thing you're wrapping your face with or an arm or whatever with isn't that thick.
Right. Okay. Do you have... Yeah, we're back to 0 over on vertical again. I don't understand that at all. Well, no. Those old photographs was because the amount of time that the shutter was open was, it took almost a minute. So like, yes, there were some cases where people were smiling, but you have to hold whatever expression for like a whole minute. And it's, basically it's a lot easier to hold your face in a relaxed position than to try to smile or to try to do whatever. And yes, the people thinking that it steals your soul, that's real. Well, was real at least. A teacher at Lasser High, which is a high school in Michigan, he was somehow believing that stuff. And if you took a picture of him, he would lose his mind, come grab your camera and yank the film out of it and just expose the whole thing to light because you weren't getting his soul. Like, and he'd be livid. And like, you could be mad because you had other good pictures in there, but he didn't care because he was going to be even more angry and turn it into something completely weird. Which absolutely, like, what the heck? Are you serious? Like, but yeah. And this was like 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, if cameras captured your soul, you wouldn't be able to leave your house. At least in Singapore. We've got cameras everywhere, man. Can you imagine like trying to contact the government? Like, excuse me, but I believe your cameras have captured my soul. I would like you to return that to me. Whoa. Wait, if I don't make the mistake in the project, can it become like a Horcrux? Minute Craft, you are awesome. Okay, I gotta roll this around just a bit. So, there is a possibility for testing reasons and stuff that there might actually be a regular live stream tomorrow. Oh, wait, I have buttons for all of this stuff. Hang on. So, oh, wait, I gotta get rid of the pattern. So there's my schedule for next week. We're doing member streams on Sunday, Monday. I've got Tuesday and Thursday off. Wednesday's a holiday. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm actually working, is because I just don't want to be out dealing with people. But yeah, there might be a bit of a live stream tomorrow just to see if I can't work out some more of these bugs, because it's really weird around here right now. I kind of want to figure out how all this stuff works. Yeah, the first time when I broke my leg, they had to knock me out for it because, like when they carried me, like my foot was just going in all directions. Yeah, it broke right at the growth plate. I had to have a specialized sports doctor put me back together, but it wasn't exactly perfect. One foot is like a size different from the other, so it's like kind of weird. Also, might be part of why my spine is a issue. These nuts. or it says, can't help myself. Hey, we have a new one, Julia. Yes, you can ask all the questions. I'm making something with knots. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to try to test out. There's a thing where I can actually make text scroll. I want to do that. Thank you. So yes, this is just a lot of knots and embroidery floss being thrown together to make a super cool pattern that I essentially came up with. Yeah, it does the whole rainbow all the way around. So it's like purple, pinkish, red, orange, yellow, goes all the way around. Pew, 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 pew. Doo. Okay, I know that I haven't liked this song before because it's never came up before. Along the avenue, you get a girl like you, meet a girl like you. So yeah, Julia, I actually teach all this stuff over my website, akaawol.com. You're way welcome to go over there and check it out, and or you can join the Discord. I teach how to do this stuff, and yeah, it would be cool to have new people learning how to do stuff. Because the thing about having somebody new to learn means I get to see what kind of tutorials I can do that would be helpful and useful and stuff. So yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Man, I haven't heard this song in ages. Holy crap. What up, brother? Special team. Man, you're like in a really festive mood. That is awesome. It is like almost midnight over here. So kinda need that little pick me up. Cords on a bracelet. Oh, that's a good question. So I'm dual streaming here in case you were curious. Cords on here are I cut them 8 meters into thirds. And that's what I use for my bracelets. So whatever that is, 1/3 of
2
8
and
meters.
2/3 meters.
Yeah, there you go. About that. Very long. But I use that going up and over in a loop. So then it's a 1 point something on either side. Like there's so many, it's so weird. Like if you asked a simple question, how long are the cords? Well, it kind of depends on the way that you do it. Because, yeah, so wait, a meter to 2, are you a meter on either side of the knot, or you're just doing 1 meter to do the whole thing? Yeah, double that if you're making a loop. All right, okay. God, you just had me freaking out there. Like, there's no way that I could cut the strings that short. The shortest I ever cut them was at 2 meters, which is basically taking a skein of floss, cutting it in half, and then cutting that in half again. And that way you get 4 strands per each skein, which is okay. But the problem with that is it's just long enough as long as you use all the strings collectively even. Like if one color gets used way more than the rest, you will run out, and it kind of spoils the work that you're creating. So I came up with the cutting it by thirds, which pretty much I can go and make any kind of bracelet with any kind of design without the fear of one of the strands coming up. Do I have gold and silver thread? So most of the strings that kind of look like gold and silver are the really shiny, like silky kind of strings, and they don't do knots very well. You can make cool kumis and stuff with that, but you can't tie knots with it. I was trying to think, like, if there's other, like, you could kind of mix those together with regular cotton string and maybe do something, but then it's not, it's going to have like a marbly look. But yeah, the soft, the smooth whatever strings, they just don't tie in a knot very well at all. Yeah, so I've done stuff where I add strings, particularly in doing larger projects like bags, and that totally works. Actually, I'm thinking about making a longer sleeve, something to keep the drumsticks in. We got a new set of drumsticks that'll be here sometime next week, and I thought it'd be kind of fun if I had like a little sleeve to slide them in, because you know I have string, I know how to make things. Why wouldn't I? I have a chopstick thing. It's around here somewhere. I have a chopstick holder because I misunderstood somebody. They asked me if I could make a chapstick holder. And needless to say, my project was incredibly bigger and completely unnecessary considering what the actual question was. That's what happens when, you know, you read things a little too quick, and yeah. Yeah, I have this whole thing about this whole, like, I don't want to push my luck and play the whole string, oh heck, what do they call that? The what's the game in Footloose where they drove the 2 tractors at each other?
Chicken?
Chicken. I don't like playing string chicken.
2 hours later.
That's the sign that it would be midnight. We start the stream at 10, so that's hence the 2 hours thing. No, chicken is. Yeesh. I too like to live dangerously. I live in Yishun. But yeah,
So at least this time we have one person in this
chat
chat that will get it.
that will for sure understand that one. Yes. Kind of made a joke like that before, and I think it went past everybody. Anybody who actually looks it up though could be like, oh yeah, I see. All right. Wait, it just played this song. What the heck? Okay, we gotta find it. Give me another good song to start this thing off with. Ooh, I know. Never mind. Okay, and rolling. Out to the beach, I'm strolling. If the seagulls joking my head, not fun. I say seagulls. It now. This song has been stuck in my head for days. Yeah, coconut. You did. And they did. Uh-huh. Yeah. And those birds attack me. And I fell. And these kids are laughing. And then I get it with the heck. Where'd it come from? Run, 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 jump. I could be a backpack while you run. Run, run, jump. Oh, flash dance. No kidding. Let me grab my beater. You put it in a basket. Oh, yeah. I forgot I did that. You know me apology. Just hold your breath and see when the time is right. Birds will bite your face. Maybe a backpack while. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, seagulls are a pain in, like, I don't know, Clearwater Beach, Florida. Like anywhere there's people, popcorn, and beaches. Would I give up my siblings for a Turkish delight? Ooh, I do like some Turkish delight. Hmm. I think I'm kind of running out of siblings at this point, and the ones that are left, yeah, maybe, sure. Oh, another good song. Beat. The fact that I don't know who Julia is and that actually might be a relative, it's hard for me to say that yes, I would give up a sibling for Turkish Delight. But now I want Turkish Delight and I know where to buy it. There's a store here called Mustafa Center. And yes, I would, yes. Oh, and the fact that, okay, so horizontal chat is actually showing up in the regular vertically thing. So that's kind of cool. Like you guys can actually see what I'm responding to. However, vertical won't be able to see what the other one's doing, which I'm actually going to talk to them to see if I can't get that kind of worked out, because this is kind of cool. The bushes of this. I Minutecraft, you're probably not only right about that, but actually the vanilla shakes over at Shake Shack. I think I actually have to push this up some. Okay, so now I need to zoom in on the pattern so I can see, because I don't have a reference from the other ones. So, wait, where's the halfway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're here. So this is just what happened that way. So this is now you got me actually. So Julia's got me thinking, like, who do I have left as is a sibling? I have a sister that I absolutely adore. I love her so much. Never really get to see her, talk to her much, and she's got so many problems going on in her life right now, which it's really like for her to take time out to actually chat with me or whatever would probably be like difficult considering all that's on her plate. Two of my sisters have passed away. I have a son, but yeah, he's pretty much written me off. So I don't really know much about him at all. I mean, so yeah, no. I don't have a lot of siblings. We have a... Okay, somebody's going to have to help me with the name over there in the other
Anaga?
thing. Oh, what is it?
Anaga? I'm guessing.
A naga?
Mm.
Am I even close? All the way, going down every now and then. Believe in you. I believe. I believe in you. I believe. I believe in Steve and Steve. And Steve, grab the glory on the way to victory. All the way. Come on, right. It was 5 degrees at Rainbow's. Oh man, Rainbow, you have no idea. It has been crazy hot over here. Wait, I can actually see. So yeah, it's like what, 12 degrees in London right now? Sounds so awesome. Yeah. It is crazy warm here. Oh, I'm really slow, I swear. I have a crummy hook. I'll show it to you in a minute. I have been using this S hook to hold the strings off to the side for ages. But this little kink part in it, it makes it so occasionally some strings get caught on it. I have other hooks. I have no reason that it had to be that one. How about that? I'm not going to have that problem anymore. Oh, man. Oh, man. I looked up and saw Rainbow's thing message, and my first thought was, what, Fahrenheit me? What? You're talking about temperature. I just... Oh, there's something really weird going on over on the... from the stream from the other side. I guess I can show this. Hang on. Let me go... Is this the right one? Take a look at the graph here. So this is the 100+ people who come over to the chat. Look at how there's increments. Is that like every 10 minutes or something? That's really weird, right? Inside of me, girl, you just don't know what you do to me. I'm so tired. Everything's all right. Ah, hooked on a feeling. I'm having a lot of fun over here, guys. Faces blow my mind. Girl, you just too. it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. Ah, hooked on a feeling. I'm believing you're in love with me. Go, go. Foreign exchange between. the, one of the crazy thing about dual streaming, first off, is answering questions to one, the other side will never know what you're talking about unless I can get them to somehow let me work something out for the app. But there's two completely different kinds of crowds. People who are seeing my vertical stream, they're just doing like doom scroll, like TikTok stuffs. Actually, if I could play this on TikTok, this would be kind of cool. Oh, you guys, a roll neck jumper. Wait, you're talking like a sweatshirt with, yeah. Oh man, what I would give to be in a temperature where that would be a thing. Hi. The thing about the temperature, right? Yes, you can complain about being cold. I get it. But you can always bundle up more layers. I can only get so naked before we start to have a problem here. Plus, there's so many more things you can do in cooler weather. You can knit in cooler weather. Yeah, jacket, scarves, boots. I've got some really tall Doc Martens that I would never wear because, yeah, I need to have jeans for them. Yeah, I'm well aware. Thank you. Yes. Minute craft. So cool. So cool. Seriously. Oh, that. I used to have to walk, I don't know, 5 miles? I don't, what, like 2.5 kilometers to work in the cold, in the snow every day. I I know what it's like to be ridiculously cold. This is not like a thing where I'm not familiar with it. And yes, I had a goatee back then and I would have icicles. But we'll just leave it at that. I get how miserable that can be. And yeah, it can be when it's so cold you can't breathe, you put a scarf over to retain some of your own heat inside of that space to kind of warm up the air a bit. I know how miserable all that can be. But they make gear where dudes hang out in Antarctica. And if you're cold, it's because you just have the wrong gear. I've been where -20, -25, where I've had to take out my earring because I was afraid I would lose my earlobe. I tried to go to a New Year's Eve party, and I didn't think the taxi cab, like my roommate gave me like $50 to take a cab to go hang out with my other friends that I worked with. It turned out that didn't get me close enough to the house. I tried to walk the rest of the distance, but then the by the time I got there, like all of the gunshots and stuff had already happened. I knew it was too late. By the time I made it around to their house, they were done. I had to walk the rest of the way back home. So however long $50 gets you in a cab in America is plus some is what I had to walk to get back to my house. I didn't get back home probably until 3 or 4 in the morning, I think. And yeah, I had to take out my earrings because I didn't have a kind of hat that went down over my ears. I've been in places where temperature wise and stuff was just really, really, really bad. Like just um so if you haven't thought of that one, you've probably also never realized that if you have a nipple ring and you're out on a hot sunny day, that the sun can heat up the metal and scorch your nipple. Oh man, changing this hook is like the most amazing thing. I can't believe I've gone this long without thinking about the fact that I have other hooks now. When I put it over there, I didn't. It just seemed like, you know. By the way, I've got the D's Nuts water bottle. You mean like singed? Oh man, I used to get like sunburns from hell when I was younger. We went one time to the Pontiac Mall, which I'm pretty sure is all closed up and stuff now. And I was walking around without a shirt, and security came up to me like, "Hey, yo, you can't be in here without a shirt." And my sister's like, "Dude, seriously, look at his back." And like I turned, and he was like, "Oh my God, oh." And we're like, "Yeah, we're just here for the air conditioning. He's in a lot of pain." And he's like, "Yeah, no, it's cool. I'll go the other way." Yeah, I was almost as red as the one over here. But yeah, I've walked in the cold to where by the time I got to work, my whole mustache were icicles. I've had I've had where like the even the icicles like on my eyebrows because of like the air and stuff. Like having a scarf. Yeah, so back when I was like 30, I want to say early 30s, mid 30s. I don't know. Started feeling like I was getting old. Went and got my nipple pierced, and it's don't have it any longer. I took it out a while back, but yeah, there was a period where I was like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna do." Okay, song that's currently playing, very strange, kind of hilarious. Kind of making me hungry. Rah rah, the fact that you might even know this, just awesome. Really? Nice. Ooh. Yeah, my sister got hospitalized for she was trying to suntan, but she got blistered to the point she had to go to the hospital. She had her skin blistered and stuff. I would just I avoid the sun now. I'm like most Singaporeans. I try to stick to the shade. I try to stay in the air conditioning. I even have favorite malls to go hang out at where one mall connects to the next and I can just kind of stay underground and stuff and pop up wherever I want and go have drinks or something to eat or whatever. Have you any of you guys ever checked out this? So like what's playing now is Epic Rack Epic Rack Battles of History. Some of their work is absolutely hilarious. The Snoopy versus Red Baron. Wow, that's an old one. Yeah, I tend to try to get out at least one day a week. Usually that's Wednesdays, but this Wednesday is a holiday, and there's a thing where everybody on a holiday tries to get out. I don't want to be out while everybody's out. That's less fun. So that's why I'm taking Tuesday and Thursday off this week. I keep trying to convince my wife that, a little vitamin D would do her good as well. Yeah, that's so minute craft. The one thing that's kind of funny that's way different that you maybe never considered is in a place like Michigan, they will have like here we have a 12-hour daylight. You go up to Michigan, you can have like a 16-hour daylight in the summertime. It's maybe 8 in the winter. But yeah, huge difference. They get lots, really long daylight hours in the summer. But in the wintertime, you go to work, you didn't see sun, you come out, it's dark. People get depression. Actually, that's what Phil was saying. That is one of the things that's kept him out is that he's had the seasonal depression. Ah, this song's so fun. It's, it's Jacksepticeye trying to play Fortnite. Yeah, kinda. But like completely, totally pitch black, like midnight kind of thing. But you went into work, no light, come out, no light. It's it really so I what I used to do to kind of get by in the wintertime in Michigan was on my days off, I would head down to wherever there's either like the farmers kind of greenhouse stuff, or in Detroit there is the a great big atrium, and just go hang out in an atrium where it's warm and you get the sunlight. Even on a cloudy day, it just makes you feel so much better. Dude's a beast. Dude's a bitch. I wonder how much, like, a number of the places that I go to hang out are technically atriums, which have some sunlight shining into it, right? Like, Suntech has 3 atriums. The City Square, or no, City Marina Square has a big atrium in it. I wonder how much sunlight I would necessarily get from just hanging out in those places. Oh man, yeah. If you get a sunset at 5 p.m., yeah, that feels like, yep. Another hilarious song, by the way. Two of the people in the chat have stayed in Singapore always, except for vacation. My wife and my newt.
It sounded like your wife and your newt. I'm like, what?
My newt. Minutecraft. I swear to God, I like Minutecraft so much better. That's what I always thought it was for like the longest time. I like, because there's 5 minute crafts, right? But she's like Minutecraft, which makes it cooler. No newts. Actually, the CC things like to call her newt. Has anybody heard the song that I'm listening to? It's so funny. So nodding per minute is easy. So 100 beat. Okay, I don't have anything against kumis or necessarily. Well, beating might be a problem because my eyesight isn't what it was. Once upon a time, I'd had no trouble with that. I would have been like, challenge, heck yeah, I'm in. Now I think the only reason would be is the eyesight thing. But I had like, if I can get interested in it, I can go obsessive, crazy, and make things. Well, the bot that runs now, right? I put that together in what, about a week or so, because I obsessed over it. I wanted to have it done. I wanted it to be a thing, and now we have a bot because that's what I do. What's CTA 6? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I learned about the whole making bracelets, was just getting obsessive and making it happen. The only thing about the bead thing too could be the kumis is doing that for a prolonged period hurts my shoulders, and I don't know why I have trouble with my shoulders, but I do. I have since I was really young. Another hilarious song. Yes, it's hyperfixate. Yes, to the point that I forget to eat. So this is another epic rap battle of history, but this one is also funny. Hey, John. You found the regular one. It's about the mark. Did somebody say birthmarks? "9:30 in the morning." That sounds very, very early. I was can't remember when the appointment was, but recently I was at my shrink and talking about the fact that one of my biggest problems with sleep is the fact that my Saturday night stream typically runs from 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. And why it does that is so that way I can cover as many time zones as I can. It makes it available for Singapore and Europe for the most part, but America starts to come online and we get some of them as well. And she just kind of looked like, okay, sure. Weird. Right on. Yeah, we had a guy introduce us to these machines. What a gimmick. That machine tries to get you to buy string on little bobbins to make kumis. It is hilarious when we saw what this was. So this dude was all about it. Like he was 100% sold and loved what his little machine was making. And we introduced him to the disc and how he could just do it with string. And I think we kind of broke him in a sense. Like he was really happy with what he was doing, but when he realized he could do it cheaper, yeah. No, there's a machine. It's like a little machine. You turn the crank, and it spins the ropes around. But they tried to get you to buy the stupid. What was it called, honey? Do you remember the actual name of the thing?
Yeah, the Kumi Creator.
Is it? So this is what this thing looks like. It's you turn the little crank and these little bobbins spin, and it just this little arm thing here is what holds its tension. It is the weirdest hustle ever. they try to sell you the bobbins like you can't rewind them back up or something. I don't know. It's crazy. Two, three, four, five, six. If you're balance, what's going on? I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I say, hey. This version is very different from the original. What's going on? Yeah, I would imagine that it could be done. Just saying that that's their thing, is that Kumi machine is trying very hard to resell you bobbins. It's their gimmick. It's their whatever. Because after we were told about it, of course, I had to go look and see what it was about and why, and find out how scammy the whole thing is. The machine itself is like $31, but then they make their money on the bobbins, which, like I said, they try to be like make it their own thing or whatever. Yeah. Another banger.
It's like even if you string your own bobbins, it's it takes more work than just doing a regular
Kumi. But
thing.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Plus, the
And it takes the
machine,
whole point out of crafting.
right? But it kind of shows the fact that the Kumi is it's in by nature easy enough that a machine can throw it together. The I have tried for the life of me to figure out if there was any way to get a machine to actually do the knots like I'm doing. And for the life of me, I don't think there's a way because of the way the string comes around and around again. That's not really a thing. Like the way the Kumi does, it is. It's a braid. I mean, technically, the word means, right? It's a braid. But yeah,
Also, the machine means you can only braid one kind of braid,
right, right.
like one pattern.
Well, okay, so it's got a thing where you can change out like the number of strings in it.
Yeah, up to the maximum. That's
Right,
it.
right. Yeah, you can't do the 32 strings or anything like that. It's out of the question. What is its maximum, by the way? One, two, four, six, 8, 10, 12. It's a 12 string. So you could do 8 or 12. Pretty much it.
Yeah, that's not much.
Yeah, that's pretty lame. And be hard pressed to try to do it for the center of a bracelet. You'd also be hard pressed because I don't think the bobbin's capable of holding strings long enough to actually do like the straps. We're bound together. especially 'cause my dreams live forever. Oh, other things that make you smile and you're chewing on life's gristle. Oh, Papa, the whistle. Yeah, so that things turn out for the best. Yeah, always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. There's something you forgot. Don't be worried, Trumps. Just give your lips and that's the thing. Yeah, I suppose if I was going to do Kumi's long time, like I would probably develop ways of, just like the bracelets, right? I found ways of doing bracelets for serious hours, like crazy, crazy mad hours. Yes, Life of Brian is playing, and yes, it's epic. I don't know how long my streams used to be in the past, but there was once a period where we were doing like longer ones with the whole big project, and I was spending mass hours in the office trying to do that meter 0.6 monstrous thing on my wall. Actually, Wednesday is the anniversary of its completion. Oh, that's really cool, Ra. That's awesome. When you look at it, yes, I think it's true. And see, so let's show. Keep them laughing as you go. You're like, it's the last laugh is on you. Ain't always look on right side of death. Yeah, that machine is retarded. It is absolutely insane. No, it's been 2 years. This is the 2-year anniversary of the completion of the big project. Last year was the pillows. The big project was how I spent my quarantine. Which makes it crazier, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Two years since it's finished. It was 9 months of making it. Yeah. So, yeah, to anybody who's newer to the channel, Minute Craft and Rainbow were people that were quite regulars while making the big project and checking in and seeing like how much progress was made over the week while I was plugging away at that thing. And it didn't even dawn on me that finishing it up on Labor Day, like how iconic, how the labor that went into that thing. Yeah, it finished on Labor Day, so that was really well. Yep, yep. Well, Rainbow is the one who convinced me that I should try doing Patreon after that's been going for a couple of years now. That's um I sent her the massive big bucket bag. Wait, 4 years since Circuit Breaker? Is it been 3 years since the completion of?
Yes.
Wait a second.
Circuit Breaker started on 7th April. And I remember that because that was the same day Dad went into the hospital.
Oh, come on. My web pages give me a hard time searching. Oh, man. Okay, so I just went and found the web page. So this, again, let me get rid of the other thing here. So this one got posted. This is like the beginning. And this got posted on 8 of 2021. So that means I finished May 1st of 2022. So yeah, this was where I shared the patterns and then various other whatever. And then here's the big project wrap up. So yeah, there was over 44 videos made during the progress. There's a whole live playlist for it. So if anybody's really interested in watching that whole thing, you would give me massive watch hours. That would be amazing. I would dig that.
Well, you have to get to Bikini Bottom and help Sandy.
Whoa, it's
She
already
got her
midnight.
strings in a bunch again.
Hey, I've been. Yeah, I kind of wanted. Yeah, rainbows. I wanted to share that whatever with the Patreon crowd. Yeah. Yeah. So it started in 2021, ended in 22. So yeah, it's only 2 years completed, right? My brain doesn't do calendar things very well.
2 years.
Yeah. Okay, let me just do it just a little bit more, and then we can call it a night, I guess. I'm like all in a focusy kind of mood. I don't know what's going on, man. Tenacious Dude doing a song called Kickapoo is hilarious. Good night, good morning, my new craft. I'm almost done. I'm just kind of want to have this little area over here kind of finished up. It'll make the photos better. I wonder, I kind of realized like if I had set aside more of these rainbow colors and stuff, this is just a white and I could probably get more of the gray. If this would have made a cool bag for the drumsticks, then I would have been able to keep the wood ones and the plastic ones together. But I don't have necessarily the string for it. I have to come up with one of the other bags to extend. Well, it won't be the next bag. The bag after this is monstrous. It's a phone case. Okay, have a good one, Rara. I'm like 4 or 5 knots before I wrap this up. Curiosity. Whoa, we had 195 views over on the the vertical stream. Holy moly. All right. Last one. Done. All right. Thank you for everybody for hanging out with me. I know it's been a little bit longer. What are we like? Yeah, about 5 minutes after. Where's my? Oh, I gotta go to the next set of buttons here. Before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making this stuff possible. Basically, they've helped buy all the string and some of the things like the camera and the microphone. So couldn't have done it without your guys' help. I thank each and every one of you guys. You guys really help keep this channel going. So thank you so much. I will be back next week with even more of this. And we will, well, I'll be around during the week. Obviously, if you've seen the schedule, you know that I do stream during the week. It's for the members of YouTube. They're welcome to hang out with me. And yeah. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.
Hey. Can we talk about this? I could just be quiet and not bother you. I.